daily paper.
Oh, becoming Dutch brand. Where'd you find me from, bro?
I see them blue shoes.
Oh, mate, you see them a mile off. I just thought, you know, comfort for travel, walking around London.
They may like.
Okay, we're here at the ASICS GEL-NIMBUS 25 launch. We're going to take a look inside, see what they got in store for us. First impressions, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, this little egg setup we got.
I don't know what it's implying, but...
I think it's implying that obviously you can drop an egg from this distance and land on the gel and it's
that's
not breaking.
supposedly the foam. Yeah.
It's a school science experiment gone mad, mate.
Are they hard-boiled eggs?
It's a good question, isn't it? I want to see some evidence here.
Yeah.
I want to see the methodology, strips it out.
So let's have a quick look at the shoe makeup, if you like, the upper, midsole. Here's the gel. It still is pure gel in the GEL-NIMBUS, even though you can't see it on the outside. And then obviously, yeah, you've got the outsole.
Yeah, so guys, we're sort of like quarter the way through, third of the way through. I'm not really sure, like we've kind of got a load of things going on. We just spoke to one of the tech developers about the shoe, and now we're actually going to test it against some of the other brands on the market. I think they haven't told us exactly what they are. From what Matt and I can see, we think we've got a new test against. They like covered up the shoes, but you know, we got the product knowledge, we know what the soles look like and stuff like that. But look, it's basically essentially they're trying to mimic the tests they actually did in the lab to describe this as the comfiest shoe on the market. So we're going to test them out, see what it's like. Obviously, it's a bit different because we've run in this shoe already, so we know which ones are probably going to be the Nimbus. But hopefully, it should give us an insight into what the sort of process was for the people who went through and got this claim of the comfiest shoe on the market, because it's official, like it's been done in the lab. So I guess ASICS can use that claim.
Right, so pretty much done with the product testing. We've got to compare the GEL-NIMBUS 25 with lots of other different shoes from different brands, and you know, see what's more comfortable. And I think when you first put it on feet, GEL-NIMBUS 25, hands down, very, very comfortable. You know, the shoe kind of hugs your foot, it's flying it upper, so it kind of stretches a little bit, molds your foot, and obviously it's very, very soft and spongy. But you know, when it actually comes to sort of running in it, I would almost say it's almost too comfortable. It's a lovely shoe to walk around in and probably run very slow in, but at the moment it's just not quite responsive enough for me, and it's got a rock ride to it. Which is how they designed it, to encourage people not to land on the heel and push them, you know, through the midfoot onto the toes as well. But if you're someone who's quite toey, it probably isn't a shoe for you, because it wants you to land on your heel and ride through, as opposed to land on your toes and just keep pushing off as well. So, but yeah, good first impressions so far. It's obviously very comfortable, but running performance is kind of still up in the air for me.
Super excited to be here, happy to tell you a bit more about this amazing product that we've been working on quite long. But what did we actually want to do with this product? Well, the mission that we had was to create the most comfortable Nimbus that we've ever created. But ideally, in the back of our minds, we had a claim that we wanted to go maybe even bolder and maybe create the most comfortable shoe ever created by any brand so far.
Okay, so we've come outside now, obviously just while we're still catching the light, thought we'd run a bit more in the shoes. I think, yeah, just to summarise, like, world's comfiest shoe. I don't know about world's comfiest shoe, but I definitely think this is one of the comfiest shoes on the market, without a doubt. I think there's other shoes that are probably comparable, but it's definitely one of the ones up there. I think probably the only thing would be the Nike Invincible. That's probably the only thing that comes close, and especially with the new one that's come out that people are raving about. But aside from that, I think it's one of the most comfy shoes out there. I think we've highlighted some of our issues with the shoe already in the video, but it is quite a niche thing. Like, if you're out there and you just want a shoe to like jog in, to run really easy, and that's going to last you a long time, I think it's excellent for that. At the same time, if you're someone with a massive rotation and wants a shoe for a specific purpose, it also works there too. The only thing I wouldn't say, it's not a daily trainer for someone at that almost sub-elite level where you're trying to change paces in it. But consumer-wise, yeah, if you want to jog all the time, run easy, last you a long time, enjoy the shoe. Like, it's fun to run in, it is cushioned, it's perfect for you. And then also, like, I'm someone who has a massive shoe rotation myself, so I definitely have found a place for this, and I think that's the main thing. If there's a place in a rotation, it's a great shoe.
How about the day itself, mate? Like, it's pretty much one of our debut shoe launches, you know, product launches. You know, how would you rate the kind of day and what we've done today? And
yeah, it's awesome to come down. Like, I think it's great to have access to the actual people designing the shoe in the first place, because a lot of the time we have these questions and we think, why didn't they do that? But I asked him earlier, I said, like, where does it fit for elites? And he said, to be honest, that's not the main aim of the shoe. It has a place, like I've just kind of highlighted, in that recovery mode, but the shoe's not designed for the fast runners who want a fast pace a lot of the time. Like, even the long runs for the marathoners are probably too quick for a shoe like this. But the day after that long run, or the morning of that session, or the morning after one of those evening track sessions, it can be perfect. So it's great to hear it from them themselves, and making a shoe, it's obviously got to have a specific target. Otherwise, we just have one running shoe that everyone wore all around the world for everything.
right, man, let's get back in there. Haven't we got some drinks tonight?
Yeah, I think there's an after party going down, but Sunday podcast, we keep it professional, so we'll have it on lockdown. Yeah, so walking back into the event now, we've just been outside testing the shoes a bit more. For you, Matt, like, you haven't done like as much running in them as I have, so what's your like opinion kind of out here on the road rather than inside in kind of a
I've
room?
been wearing mine around town, like on the travel in as well, and like, yeah, they are comfy, but I just think for running, like, I did a bit of jogging with them before, and I went on a run last Friday in them, and I just feel like, you know, all the testing was done at what, 6 kilometers per month, 6 minutes Ks.
Yeah.
And that is really slow, you know, 10 kilometers an hour, and that's when it feels nice. And I think when you really get into running, it just rocks you forward too much. And, you know, interestingly, they said it was kind of for the runner who has a heel strike, so if you're a heel striker, this could be your shoe. But I do think if you land on your kind of midfoot, it wants you to sink back onto your heel and then rock you forward, and I just haven't really enjoyed that, to be honest with you. But it is super comfy, and I definitely will wear it for easy runs, no question there. But would you kind of agree with that summary, Lam?
Yeah, man, like, I think I even wore it, like, anyone in Cardiff knows, like Heath Park, I did some grass laps the other night, and like on the grass even, it almost felt like I was sinking in too much. I think like running in a really soft shoe on the grass as well, like, I was literally like, felt like my energy was being sapped from me a little bit. I think that's where something like, if you're looking at the ASICS range itself, they've already got the Super Blast though, and this is what I was saying before, I think like the shoe's designed for a reason, and if you've got something like the Super Blast, you don't want to make this poppy. I think like you don't need another poppy max like stack height shoe when you've got the Super Blast and it's so good at what it does. So this really works in terms of that aspect of it, like it does the job it's meant to do.
Yeah, and it's just on the fit actually, it's a super wide fit, which is good for someone like myself, and the kind of knit just hugs your foot regardless of if you're a wide foot or, you know, quite a narrow fit.
Yeah, I think only thing for me, and I'd say like I've got quite narrow feet, but I would say my toe, my big toe, hits the side of the shoe a little bit, so I don't know whether going half a size up would help that, or it might just be something for the shape of my foot. So definitely check them out, and make sure you kind of try them on and try them good before you actually decide which size you're going to go for. Right, that's a wrap in London with ASICS. Massive thanks to SportsShoes for sorting us out, getting us here and letting us try out the shoes. It's been a great day and something that we don't normally experience, so hopefully we can bring you a lot more of this content soon as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I hope you enjoyed the vid today, and we'll catch you next time.